It's getting cold, baby.
It's getting cold. A little weather stripping for your doors and windows, right? Purpose for that is pop quiz.
Well, I think the biggest purpose is you are going to save about 15% on your electrical bill, which comes up to about $200. But it also, it keeps the temperature inside nice, right where you want it, without having to run the heater, because a lot of times, you kick on that heater after a while and you get the dust in there, and it's just,
Exactly. So there's a couple things before we get into the different kinds of weather stripping you can use. There's a few things in general that you need to have, a few tips. One, you want to make sure whatever surface you're applying this stuff to, Matt, you want to make sure it's clean, you want to make sure it's dry. Whether you're putting adhesive down or whether you're going to be screwing into something, you still want to have no gap between that weather stripping and the surface you're mounting it to. You want to make sure it fits snugly. It's a good word. You can use that with the kids. Snugly.
Make sure it fits snugly.
Snugly. Boom. Perfect. And then consider the amount of friction that's going on where this adhesive or where this particular weather stripping is going to be. And I'll show you what I mean by that, Matt. We have here, I picked up this piece of weather stripping. Now, this has metal trim on it and a little bit of padding around the outside that's going to act as the barrier. Right. So we're going to put this alongside, and I chose this particular one. I asked Matt to help me put this in because this is a doorway. This is going to be open and closed quite a bit. Unlike windows, for example, which we're going to get to in a little bit, your windows aren't going to be open during the wintertime. So once it's sealed, it's relatively sealed, but the door is in and out. So you want to make sure this is a little bit more durable. Now, Matt will put this in on the outside here.
I was going to say, one thing I like about the metal, too, is especially on older houses, like my parents growing up, it looks really good.
Yeah, it does. It has a nice little trim around the outside. Now, you can buy these. They're 84 inches a piece, strips. You buy them in a pack of 2. They're about $14. That'll do either side of your door. You'll still, if you want to pick another one, you can go across the top as well.
Can you hold this one for me?
Sure. By the way, this is a great project. I love doing this with my boys because I'll get things started in place, and then this is a good time for them to learn how to use a power tool, a drill.
This is where I learned working with you.
That's right. That's right. I always tell him to put all the screws in his mouth because it's always a greater chance of them swallowing in that way.
I was going to say, is that bad? I always do that.
You can. Sure.
Don't use that tip.
Yeah. You can do that because they really digest well. Make sure you get those that...
I was going to say the metal is really durable too, especially in the front door because you're going to use it a lot, opening and closing. This will last for...
Yeah, that will stay. And remember, this stuff will stay year-round because it's not just the bills during the winter months. You also want to during the summer months when it gets really hot outside. This will help keep that sealed. The next thing, yeah, you go ahead and you can put in a screw if you need to on that. But I'm just going to touch base on a couple of these other weather strips that we have here. We're going to do one now. This is a vinyl weather strip. This one is moisture resistant, just like the other one is, but this it's a little bit easier to put in if you don't have the drills and all that stuff. This one's a simple one. It's I don't know if you can see the outside of this, but it has a very, there you go. What we're going to do is apply a staple through this, and then this is your barrier, right? This is very affordable. This is about $4 each for a nice section, so you can use this and go around. You can do windows and doors with this if you wish, but most of
Trust me with the nail gun?
That's a staple gun, so no, not with the nail gun, but I can trust you with the staple gun.
We're really growing. Our relationship's really growing.
You know,
that's right there, right?
You want to flip it this way and then go in if you can. There you go.
Why are you so good at everything?
Well,
can I call you Dad?
You can call me Dad.
Dad, this is
like
so
that
fun.
if you can get in there.
Leave your finger there. I dare you.
Well, I would. Sorry, you had it right. There you go.
Is that right?
There you go, like that. So that'll go in there, and boom.
Say that again. Say you had it right.
You had it right. You had it right.
I love when you say that.
I would have to come back and tap that in because that one missed.
Right.
Again, a fun little project to do with the kids. I wouldn't let them use the nail gun though.
Right.
You know, that's one of those. Oh, that got me in the finger. Just kidding. Just kidding. And this will go across the top. We missed one there. We'll just have to put that in. Now let's go to the window because the window, you have more windows in your house than doors.
Mark, it's not working for me. It keeps coming off.
It's because you're probably missing the. Good. Yeah, 37 nails is usually a good thing to put in. All right, come over here because the windows you have more windows in your house than you do doors, which means there's a greater chance of having some air leaking through. Here's a strip. I'm going to show you the packaging. Matt, this one is, now before I hand this to you, would you mind, this is what I was saying before, we want to definitely make sure things are wiped clean and that they should be dry before we put this on. And boy, it's a beautiful day out there too.
It
This is the good time to do it. Don't wait until it gets so cold that you have to be dealing with the elements as well.
In Iowa, did you ever do this stuff when it was like 4 degrees outside?
We used to actually, and I know my mom is watching, we used to put plastic over all of the windows, and the windows were so bad that they would bulge out. You could just see the air coming through.
Here's another question. Does your mom watch you every day on TV?
Mom watches every day. Hi, Mom.
Does she really?
Yeah, she
That's
watches
awesome.
every single day. She's going to probably tell me my shirt's untucked right now, and
I watch you every day on TV too. Is that weird? Every day.
It's weird.
Every day.
Here's, real quick, I'm going to show you how this goes. Matt's going to put that into place. Pre-measure these, but this foam is just an adhesive foam.
You like
it goes
it right
across the bottom. That looks perfect right there.
Okay.
And it goes right across the bottom. If you're going to apply this to the side and you feel like there's some air coming through, make sure it doesn't obstruct the mechanics of your window, that your window will still slide up and down. Just a little note to self.
Good? You like it?
There you go. You just
Tell me you're proud of me, Dad. Tell me you're proud.
I'm so proud of you. You just saved the family $200. Bam.